What's up, y'all? College Auntie here. So, all across my For You page, I've been seeing the same sort of posts from college students. They're saying, all right, it's the week after Thanksgiving break. I got to lock in because I got a lot of work to do. And then people are kind of commiserating with one another in the comments about the type of work or the amount of work that they have to do. I really got to lock in. I got to protect this grade. Or people are even saying things like, okay, I got to somehow turn this 25 into a 75 by the end of this week. We got to lock in. Like, just kind of like commiserating together. Now, I know a lot of y'all got a lot on your plate in this season, this last couple of weeks, this push season. But I wanted to make sure I just stepped in as your college auntie to help you protect yourself from any potential disaster by way of academic integrity or dishonesty disasters. Because, truth be told, it's usually around this time that a lot of schools see an uptick in the number of reports of academic integrity concerns. And so I'm going to give you some tea so that you don't fall into that percentage. Okay, so listen up. Here's your first tidbit. Never ever lie to your instructor and tell them that you can't access the Canvas, the Blackboard, D2L, Moodle, whatever platform your school has. Never lie and tell them that you can't access it if you truly can, because they can see the access logs. They can see the last time you logged into a page and how long you're on that page. Baby, that's a quick and dirty way to get reported for academic sanctions. Don't ask me how I know. It's been a lot of people who've been in that sort of situation. So rule of thumb, if you are ever in that situation where you're falling behind and you need a little bit more time, it's better for you to ask for an extension from the instructor, understanding that it's not always guaranteed. And on top of that, they don't have to do it. They're not required to do it, nor are you entitled to an extension. So all that to say, you're better off asking for permission and for an extension than lying, because baby, they be reporting students, okay? Here's the second thing. Do not submit blank documents trying to see if you can get an extra on like Canvas, Moodle, all those other platforms. Do not submit blank documents thinking, oh, maybe I can buy myself a little bit more time because I didn't complete my assignment. So I'll submit a blank document or a corrupt document. So the instructor is like, hey, I'm not able to access your document. What's going on here? And you say, oh, my bad, I don't know, thinking that you're going to buy yourself some time. One, instructors are hip to it. Like I know for me, if a student submits a blank document, you better check your work. It's going to be a 0. For other instructors, they're like, okay, if you did this and I got proof that you tried to do this intentionally, people have gotten reported. Again, ask me how I know. I've literally had to consult students at different schools for this exact same reason. And it's a really hard thing to come from because there's proof that you didn't submit let me see the original assignment. Although it's a lot, so just don't do it. Do not submit blank documents thinking that's going to buy you time. You're either going to get a 0 or the assignment, or they might report you for academic integrity. Because yes, boo, that's an academic integrity violation. You lied. Number 3, if AI is not allowed in your class, do not use it. Abort mission. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Abort it completely. And that's just because a lot of instructors have been reviewing and using AI or Turnitin checker, those sorts of things. But also we have seen an uptick in instructors saying, I don't know, I'm going to just report them anyway. I just saw a video from a young lady yesterday on my feed who basically was saying she's about to drop this course, and that's because she's trying to drop this course, and there are a ton of instructors, a ton of students who've complained that this instructor is overzealous in reporting students, even for work that is their own work. So don't put yourself in that number. Do the work yourself. Now, here's the thing. If you can't do the work on your own without AI, baby, that's a deeper conversation. Maybe there's some comprehension concerns when it comes to that content, and you were a little bit too reliant on that, and you got to face those facts. But yeah, do not use AI if it's not allowed. I don't care if another instructor in the same semester says you can't. If a specific instructor says do not use it, if they get whiff of that you using it, they will report you, and you on the hook for that. Here's number 4, and this is where a lot of y'all get got. Be wary of these group chats, these group me's, and sharing information with your colleagues. If someone is taking an exam and they're sharing information in that group chat, I promise you, a GA or somebody is probably going to be infiltrating if they haven't already infiltrated that chat, and everybody will be going down. Okay, even if you're not using that information or you're not communicating in that group, you are complicit if you see it happening and you don't report. So you can go down for that too. So you can work together as long as you're allowed to. So follow what the syllabus and the policies say. But if you're sitting here sharing information, sharing exam information, or even sharing oh, what are those called? Those exam test banks. And an instructor is very clearly stating not to use those things. And there's proof that you've done it, they can get you for that. And again, if somebody gets got and they're the lower fish on the totem pole and they try to protect themselves, baby, they're going to snitch on you. Ask me how I know. Again, I do academic integrity coaching, and you'll be surprised the types of cases I have come in front of me. People who were reported on by their friends, people who don't know what the situation is going to be, people who submitted blank documents, people who lied, people who did all the things. It's not worth it. Now, y'all, there's so much more I can say. I can go on and on and on, but this video will be too long, and most of y'all won't watch it if I go beyond a certain time frame. But what I will say to you is, if you're ever unsure, one, I'm a resource. I'm available to you. Hit me up in the DMs. And if you're like, is this considered? I can help you in cheating. I can let you know and tell you not to do that. But in addition to that, if you're ever needing additional time, most times people are doing this because they're strapped for time. They need additional, they need a little bit more time. They need some more support. They need an accommodation. I'd rather you ask your instructor and be told no than you go down this path and cause yourself even bigger issues. But I hope this helps. Good luck on exams, finals, and all the things. Y'all got this. I believe in you. Love you. Bye.